This week's episode is sponsored by Dollhouse of Tampa Salon and Studio. Find your inner doll. They offer quick weave, sew-ins, and much, much more to fit every occasion. Need a wig? Selena's got you. She will customize a unit just for you. Book your next appointment on Booksy today. Did someone say nails? Honey, forget the Bayhive. Contact Queen Bee herself. She offers customized designer nails and even designer press-ons that she will customize and ship to you. Braids, and even twists. Book with Tiffany right on Facebook. Find your inner doll at Dollhouse Tampa Salon and Studio. Tampa. This week's episode is sponsored by Hustle and Bling. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that bling. Lovely paparazzi designer pieces for only $5. That's right, $5. And don't worry about it if the kid gets in the jewelry box. They're only $5. Make sure you catch Allison Mondays and Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays live on Instagram and Facebook, promoting some of these wonderful fashion fixes that you'll enjoy. And if you miss it, check out the website. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that bling. Hustle and Bling. Stay in Love TV is your production to distribution solution to getting your message seen and heard. Having your own TV show with Stay in Love TV has never been easier than now. Stay in Love TV gives you the power to share your message with the world. Stop watching TV and start being watched on TV. Stay in Love TV offers real-time multicasting, all with one click. This opportunity puts you on the world stage with an audience of over 200 million. In addition to your low monthly subscription fees, you will also receive monthly network coaching and training from the network itself to ensure that before your first show premieres, you are set up for success. We at Stay in Love TV bring over 20 years experience in sales, marketing, advertising, and business development. Stay in Love TV, purposeful entertainment driven by love, empowered with passion, fueled with faith. Go to www.stayinlovetv.com and let's get started. Hello everyone, I am Vanessa Klinger, your intuitive life strategist and life coach motivator. Welcome to the Ride Along with Vanessa morning show, where we provide you 100% free coaching at your service. Raw, real enlightenment at its best. So come on in and enjoy the ride as we take you higher into the dimensions of God. It's a brand new season, it's a brand new network, and guess what? Everything is going your way. You guys ready? Let's go! Vanessa Klinger, your intuitive life strategist and life coach motivator. Welcome to the Ride Along with Vanessa morning show, where we provide you 100% free coaching at your service. Raw, real enlightenment at its best. So come on in and enjoy the ride as we take you higher into the dimensions of God. How are you guys doing on this fun, fantastic, funky Friday? Right along season finale. Yeah. How are you guys doing? I hope you had an amazing week. I hope you had a triumphant week. I hope you've had a week filled with enlightenment, encouragement, and empowerment. I really, that is my wish for you, my loves. That is my wish for you as we embark into a new season of your life. Just one moment. Good day, son. Good day, son. Thank you for shining on me each and every day of my life, son. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I tell you guys, that sun don't play. It's always there and it's always around. Even when you don't feel its rays shining on you, it's still there. Good day, sun. Good day, spirit. Good day, cozy. Good day, Reverend Ike. Good day, Dolores Cannon. Good day, Stuart Wild. Good day, Catherine Kuhlman. Good day, family. Good day. Good day, ancestors. Thank you so much. Let's see, where am I going to go today? I want to, I want to go here. We'll see how it goes. It's kind of bright though, but I kind of dig it. So let's see if everything holds up the way it should, shall we? You know, this very spot, I used to come here, my darkest hour, and I would stare out at the ocean and I would contemplate everything that I've experienced and everything that I was going through. And I'm telling you, it was quite an experience. Quite an experience. I'm going to share that with you guys today. Thank you so much. Let me check in the social media world. Good day, social media world. Good day, good day. Let me pull up my notes here. Good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. Thank you so much for joining. Good day, co-host. Good day, good day. It's the season finale. And I'm glad about it because we wrapped up another season of the Ride Along with Vanessa morning show and on a new network and everything. So I'm really, really glad about that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sir, excuse me. Excuse me, hot dog. Sir, sir, come here for a second, please. Come here for a moment. Yes, come here. Come on. Come here for a moment. You have to say hello to the viewers. So, yes. Mm-mm. Wink, boo. Did you wink? Did you wink? Did you say hello to everybody? Yeah. Yeah. All right, all right, all right, hot dog. Right along, mascot. Okay, so you guys know what day it is. It is Fun, Fantastic, Funky Friday, and we get ourselves motivated around here by getting in the vibrational frequency and flow. Everything is going our way. You guys ready? A one, a two, a one, two, three. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Yay! Things are going my way. Things are going my way. Things are going my way. Things are going your way. It is fun, fantastic, funky Friday. I am Vanessa Klinker, your intuitive life strategist and life coach motivator. Welcome to the Ride Along with Vanessa morning show, where we provide you 100% free coaching at your service, raw real enlightenment at its best. So come on in and enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride as we take you higher into the dimensions of God. Yes, that's right. It is fun, fantastic, funky Friday, season finale of the Ride Along with Vanessa morning show. And you know, this season was all about bringing revelation and insight into the whore of Babylon. That's right. Even spiritually speaking, we went through the seven churches of Revelation, and we wrapped up with Babylon is Fallen. And interestingly, right along, same way, right along, started with Whore No More was speaking and bringing revelation and insight into the whore of Babylon. And we're wrapping it up today with Those Days Are Over. And it's so, you guys, when you start getting into the frequency and the flow, then stop that. Then things just seem to kind of come together for you. Why? Because you are in the frequency of that world that you've created vibrationally for yourself, that the God in you empowered you to do. Okay. So whatever world that you are looking at, whatever world that you're experiencing right now is being powered by a frequency called spirit, called your energy, called Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it, called your subconscious. It's that energetic frequency that you are transmitting out via your feelings, thoughts, and actions. Okay. So that's why it says whatever you put your hands to may prosper. You have to get into that flow of whatever that word and how it's empowering you, because it's words are just words, right? But the power and the energy behind those words is what empowers and creates the world that you're looking and experiencing right now. Okay. Also, because of your spiritual objective in this human form on this planet, you're also here. We've been here before. Okay. We already talked about that. Maybe we'll take a deep dive into it next season when we come back. But, we've already discussed that. We get to come back. Why? Because God's grace and mercy endures forever. So when you have to come back and you come into this realization, then that's when you can get to work and start satisfying all that karmic debt and working that off. And what I mean by working that off is by doing what is necessary to get yourself, to satisfy that debt. And, interesting, you won't even know what it is, but inherently you will, which is why it's so important for you to go within, so you'll never be without. Go within so that all that revelation can come to you. And you'll have a sense of knowing, right, on what it is that you must do as a spiritual creation of God in order to get right with Him and do it now. It's true. Once you realize, then you will have a sense of peace, a sense of justification as to why you're here, a sense of understanding as to why you're experiencing the things that you do. Because once you realize that you played a part in that, I'm serious. If you just go within your heart won't lie. Your head will, your emotions will, but your heart won't lie. And if you maintain that connection, maintain that connection with spirit. Not, and I got to say this. You have to change how you communicate, people. You have to change how you communicate things. And we've just been so conditioned to think that God was outside of us, that He was separate from us. I say He, because that's just how I was conditioned. But we all know it's a spirit. Exists outside of us, and that it's not a part of us when that's where we come from. There is no way on God's green earth that I can go anywhere for someone that knows who my mother is. Hey, mommy. And not know. Once they find out my name, who's your mother? And that pal, immediately they'll go, yep, you sure are. You act like her, talk like her, everything. You sure are. So when you call yourself or tell people that you are a Christian, a follower of Christ, whatever you want to call it, they should be able to look at you and go, yeah, they are. But you have to know who God is. So who is God? He's love. And what does love look and feel like to you? I ain't talking about that dysfunctional mess. I'm talking about real love. I'm talking about that real love, that real love that brings you joy and makes you feel edified and all that, right? And you know what love is. Because for some of you that have children, when you first held them, if you did not feel a sense of love and just humility and gratitude, just all those emotions just rose up, I don't know. Because I have never had children in this life, but I've held children, or I pet hot dog, and I just get this feeling of gratitude and just humility, right? That's a feeling of love and just knowing that something bigger than ourselves, that we come from something called love. And we don't quite know what it is, but we know what it feels like. Yep, we know what it truly feels like. I guess I had to say that with somebody, You are loved and you matter. For so many years, I didn't feel loved. I didn't feel appreciated. None of that mess. Not that I wasn't getting it from people, but because of my spiritual glasses, I
wasn't able to discern what that love was. I know, boo. Just so bored and just, yeah, so close yet so far. Yep, keep it up. And, but there is hope for you. There is hope if you want it. Once you stop blaming every damn body, yeah, I said it. Once you stop blaming everybody for the world that you created through via your actions, your thoughts, and your feelings, and you start taking some ownership and taking your power back, then that's when you can really get into a position of power, prosperity, protection, all of that. And say, you know what? Yep, I did behave that way. But we all learned this season that Pastor Carl Lynn said that when you get your soul right, then your behavior will change. See, when you start to go within, you really is true. You will never be without. You will never be without the information that you need in order to get information and to get aligned with your purpose to arrive at your destiny. Yep. So, this is the season finale, and we're going to be wrapping up some things with this is the last show that we ran this season of on the new network, Stay in Love TV. And we launched 3 shows, and I'm very pleased with the shows. We're making some changes, we're making some moves, and there are a lot of things that are in the background that we're working on. But I do know for sure, for certain, that it is my desire and intention that we are going to have a show on 11/11. It's considered Portal Day, and we'll have a special episode leading up. And depending on exactly how much everything we could have, because we're launching the podcast, we're launching the new website, all this stuff is happening leading up to the holidays. And depending on my position and where we're going to be, because a lot of things are changing, if I am capable, then we will return in November. If not, we'll have a few episodes and launch officially January. But it's still up in the air. There's still some other planning and analysis that needs to get done. So once we tie up all those things and have more definitive timeline of things that need to happen, then we'll get back with you. But make no mistake, we will have that 11/11 weekend. We're going to have special episodes leading up to our official kickoff of the new season on Stay in Love TV network. That's right. So if you are interested and you would like to learn more about that, hit me up on social media. I'll give you my email. You can probably find it on here. It's everywhere. Just Google Vanessa Klinger. It'll come up. The website is still under construction. I think we're launching it September or October. I'm not sure. I got to get with the people that do it, just working on that. Thank you. And once we do that, if you want to be a part of Stay in Love TV, the network that love built, you're driven by love and you have a message that you want to share with the world, then come and talk to me. Come and talk to me. And we'll see how we can service you and get you set up for success in order to have your own show, whatever. If you have products and services, reach out. We're looking for people. I love to work with people who are starting new businesses and want to get that exposure that they need and everything. So come and talk to me. That's right. That's right. I'm taking my time today because it's a special hour and a half episode because it's the season finale. So, but that's okay. It's going to be good. And we have a lot of scriptures and I want to make sure we cover those. But so that's what's happening around here on the Stay in Love TV network. And, I wanted to bring this little special before we go into our commercials and get into the talk today. I love this. I love this. Matthew 11:28 and 30. Are you tired, worn out, burned out on religion? Come to me. Get away with me. and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take a real rest. Walk with me and work with me. Watch how I do it. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me, and you will learn to live freely and lightly. Matthew 11:28-30. I love that translation. I love it. So if you're tired, burned out in religion, fantastic. Guess who wants you to wants to improve your life and set you free? Some call him Jesus. Some call him Savior. Whatever you choose to call the idea, the concept of Jesus Christ, whether he was real or not, I really don't care. It's the idea and the concept behind this individual, and being empowered by God. This is God talking to you. So if you're worn out and tired and burned out on religion, come to me. Baby, come to me. Y'all know I'm silly. Come to me. Get away with me and you'll recover your life. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about those days are over. I'm telling you, it's over. It is over, baby. It is over. Those days are over, I love. But you just have to accept that and connect with the true power source called love in order to experience. It's going to happen for you. It is going to happen for you. All right. So I'm going to pull in here because I see someone that I don't want to talk to right now because I'm doing some stuff. You know how you just get a sense what people are trying to do. So that's what I'm going to go back down here. And we are going to get started. We're going to take a break. And right here. Yep, this is perfect. Okay. All right. Yeah. No sun, different view. Okay. All right. Okay. I am ready. So we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about those days are over. Those days are over, my loves. So to let the world know that you can face tomorrow, but today is the day that you say, I will reign. I will reign. La 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 la. That's a theme song for the network, really. That is my niece Maya Poole, I Will Reign, and it's available on Amazon and everywhere. So go get it so that you can be inspired and feel loved and knowing that your day is coming, because those days are over. They are over. They are over. I'm telling you. That has to come a time that when you realize that your life has changed, and you know it because of the feel, you know it because of the energy and the state that you're in, you know it because of the different individuals that you are attracted into your life and you're interacting with. It's a different tone, right? But you have to understand that. So the calling, where you get into the groove of things and realize things are getting better for me. And I heard this song, and I think it's by Nerd, Pharrell Williams and all them guys. And it was in 2014, 2015. That's how I know music just finds me when I need it, because I attract different songs from different eras and stuff. And that's how spirit communicates with me, through music, all kind of stuff, but primarily music. And I was staying in an extended stay because I had a job out in North Tampa working for MetLife Insurance. Was it MetLife? Yep, MetLife. And I was like, wow. My spirit would leap. And now I know what it was. It's because I was pregnant with everything that I'm experiencing now. That's how you know you're pregnant with something. Your spirit will leap and it'll resonate with your spirit. And so I started listening to a song, and and another thing, there's something. Music is a way that you communicate with the universe. Your words, and then it's empowered with emotion. Dig that, right? So those two components empowers you to create. So when something resonates with you in your spirit, then you're like, okay, that's kind of a way for you to recognize that it's for you. It resonates with you, right? So today we're going to be talking about those days are over. Scripture inspiration, Ezekiel 16. Let me turn this off a little bit. Ezekiel 16. Let me get the scriptures here. Yep. Ezekiel 16. Here we go. All right. So scripture highlight right here. Scripture highlight. I'll firmly establish my covenant with you, and you'll know that I am God. You'll remember your past life and face the shame of it. But when I make atonement for you, make everything right after all you've done, it will leave you speechless. Decree of God, the Master. So what God's getting ready to do for you, even after everything that you've done, there'll be no words. It will leave you speechless. Because then you'll begin to, that's where humility comes in, because you'll be like, wow, you do see me. I do matter. For years I didn't. Okay. So I want to read for you guys some scriptures. Beginning, and it's Ezekiel chapter 16. Okay. I didn't put them all there because it's just too many. So I'm just going to read it. So, pull up your Bible apps. You guys know this. You guys know the deal. Ezekiel 16, verse 1. God's message came to me. Son of dust. Confront Jerusalem with her outrageous violations. Say this. The message of God, the Master, to Jerusalem. You were born and bred among Canaanites. See, okay, so Jerusalem originally was created by those giants. You guys remember those giants we talked about this season? It says your father was an Amorite, and an Amorite is those that are lovers of themselves, really. Mountain people, bold, arrogant, obsession with earthly fame and glory. Earthly fame, glory, obsession with. On the day you were born, your umbilical cord was not cut. You were not bathed and cleaned up or rubbed with salt. That means you weren't cared for. You weren't wrapped up. You weren't getting any comfort. No one cared a fig for you. Okay? Nobody. You were just desolate, thrown in a ditch, rejected. Nobody cared. Didn't nobody care about you? People just walking by and you laying in all your own blood and all this stuff and left there dirty and unwashed. A newborn nobody. And then I came by. I saw you all miserable, and they're helpless and filthy. Live, baby, live. Grow up like when you are at your lowest, there's going to come a word externally that's going to breathe life into you. See, people are running and here and fro and searching, for people to encourage them. That's great to get all the encouragement. Let me tell you something. You want to get in the place where you start to encourage yourself, because that's where you empower yourself. See, you won't have to depend on what somebody else is telling you. I mean, it'd be great. But after a while you're encouraging yourself and empowering yourself with your words and affirmation, then people are just going to show up and mirror whatever it is you've been telling to yourself all this time. That's why you want to get to encourage yourself. Because then you want to lean on nobody to tell you you can do it. Yeah, honey, you'll be getting up every day knowing you can do it. Okay. And then when people say, I'm just so happy to be working with you and you're doing all this, thank you. I appreciate that. You won't get so caught up in the hype of the fame. Thank you. I appreciate that. But I know, you know, again, it took a script that is running within you to create the world you want to experience. Yeah, I know that was deep. So when people flatter you and all this kind of stuff, you be like, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, thanks. You grew up. You grew tall and matured. He said you began to prosper. I'm using this translation because it got kind of graphic because, a lot of people, they don't see behind the words. So I'm not going to say it. Besides, I don't want to be flagged. But you prospered. Before, you were all naked and didn't have nothing and didn't believe in yourself, didn't have nothing and didn't believe in yourself. You were laying in your own blood because you were rejected by how, just everything. But God spoke life to you. I came began again and saw you and saw that you were ready. You were ready for what I had for you, right? God was getting ready to bless them spiritually, right? But he said, it dressed you and protected you and began to promise you the things that are going to, that he had for you, right? He was getting you prepared. He was setting you up. Got you all ready. You were ready. You were behind the curtain, ready for your big moment. Jerusalem ready. He was like, they're ready. They're ready. They got everything in place. You were a queen. But then something happened. All of it went to your head. You began to think that all of that was just you. You forgot that not a short while ago, God found you in your blown blood. Because now see, that says to me, self-inflicted wounds. You had created those self-inflicted wounds because why? The enemy into me, steal, kill, and destroy, rejection, everything. You had created that moment where you were rejected in your own blood because of you self-inflicted wounds through the words and feelings that you created. Then you won't allow this stuff to inflict and contaminate your soul because they got soul sick, because they got caught up in the earthly fame. See what it was? Because they were birthed from Amorites and Hittites, earthly fame, obsession with themselves, and all this kind of stuff. As they begin to prosper, they start believing hype. And it went to their head. Because why? It was appealing to them because it was a part of their nature, their earthly nature, not their spiritual nature. So they got caught up in that. Then they began, they started partnering up with all these other countries and started hoeing around and started seeing all the money, see how much money it produced and power and wealth it produced. See, remember, money, power, wealth. They had the the big three, right? So we got caught up in all of that, money, power, and wealth. And they started partnering with these people. See, people think that, Jerusalem is a representation of the church, the big church, right? God had intentions for the big church. Beloved, I wish you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. And intentions. But he noticed that the big church began to partner and give birth. It became a whore. Started paying people to set up other churches if you partner with them. So instead of posting God's covenant, posted their covenant. And it ran all the way down where they were everywhere. He said, normally when you are a prostitute, people pay you He said, but you did it the other way around. You paid the brains. I got the looks. Let's make lots of money. And caught up in the hype of fame, wealth, and power. Yeah. 41 verse 42. I have put a full stop to your whore life. Those days are over. No more paying lovers to beg, partnering up, creating a relationship. The big church, Jerusalem, after God found and restored them and brought them back, gave them a new sense of life, they got caught up in all the hype and started partnering with all these other countries and everything and businesses. You'll see it because you begin to recognize that money is the force that's driving it. See, it's a very important who you partner up with. I gotta go get some gas. Who you partner up with, because that influence trickles down. That's why they call it influence. Influence, right? So, all you churchgoers, I grew up in a church, and I recognize behavior, you know. So if you go into a church and you see where this and that's going on, but you don't see them operating as Christ did, compassion, generosity, helping folks, run, Forrest, run. You can see it too. You'll feel it. Oh, but then, and you'll see the arrogance. You'll see exactly what's empowering these people, whether it's their ego or divinity. You'll see it. The question is, when you begin to see all this stuff, will you be courageous enough to get the hell out? Because we learned who the whore of Babylon is this year. We learned that. We taught that. We shared that information. And we learned who the prostitutes are. So the whore gives birth to prostitutes. Partnered up with people, became prostitutes. Okay. Because you didn't remember what happened with you when you were young, but made me angry with all this behavior, I'll make you pay for your waywardness. God, the Master, says, I'll do to you just as you have already done. I'll remember the covenant I made with you. See, you come from God, right? So if he found you laying in your own blood, broken, busted, and disgusted, and positioned you and spoke life into you, and you done went crazy and got caught up in the wealth, guess what? His mercy ain't do it forever. Because of the covenant God has with you. That will last forever. You'll remember your sorry past and be properly contrite when you receive back your sisters, both the older and the younger. I'll give them to you as daughters, but not as participants in your covenant. I'll firmly establish my covenant with you, and you will know that I am God. You'll remember your past life and face the shame of it. Face it. Accept it. It's over. But when I make atonement for you, make everything right after all you've done, it will leave you speechless. God wants to get you in a place where you finally walk away from all those days of old and really decide and decree to yourself that those days are over for me. They're over. And when you do that, you will begin a new life in God with the words that you speak to yourself every day, with the feelings and your actions, so that it'll get your soul right, so your behavior will change. See, it's not everything that you know and all this kind of stuff. It's your behavior that will change. Just one moment. Okay. It's your behavior that will change. So all this time you're thinking, why is my life like this? Why is all this happening to me? Why am I? Your behavior. The choices you make dictate the life you live. See, the best thing that you can do for yourself is to get to know who the hell you are. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is you got to spend time with you. If you don't like being with you, that means you are sending out a vibration where people are going to make you treat you like you treating yourself internally. So what is it going to take, Vanessa? Well, you gotta start meditating. You got to start overriding that script that's running in your soul. Will never be unbroken, right? That's talking about you, okay? When you come into agreement with yourself, right? If you are not in agreement with yourself, then nothing can come together for you. So how do you get in harmony with yourself? By getting your soul right. We talked about that this season. Get your soul right, your behavior will change. How do you get your soul right? You get your soul right by syncing up your mind, your will, and your emotions. Because that's going to cause you to behave in a certain way. And when you behave in a certain way, you are getting into a narrative. You are playing the part of the character you created with your thoughts, feeling, your emotions, your behavior. See, somebody was saying something to me. Was it? No, I was actually watching a video, and she was talking about how when she first started out, she dressed for success. Playing a part. And people thinking you got to fake it till you make it. No, you're not faking it till you make it. You are getting in character mode, right? So that's very, very good and very key. You get in character mode and then you start behaving that way. Why? Because of what you've been telling yourself, the narrative, the script. So if you wake up every day and say you're a faithful loser or failure, nothing ever good happens to me, you gonna play that part, baby, and play it very well, because the universe gonna be participating and helping you out. Because when you really, really want something, the universe will conspire to make it happen, good, bad, or ugly. So why not decide, you know what? If you want to be a millionaire, multimillionaire, all that kind of stuff, you get in that vibration. But you also have to remember, my loves, remember now, you can't get caught up in the fame and the hype. You can't get caught up in that. You have to get everything in perspective. And the only way you do that, you got to get spiritually right. Trust me, I done seen so much money come through my hands, everything. But it don't mean squat when you find yourself laying in your own blood, rejected, up one down, day down another. No, the reason why you experience any form of rejection in your life is because you're rejecting yourself. It's a vibe you're sending out, boo. So if you say you want this and that and whatnot, then address whatever it is that's inside of you. They say in order to attract what you desire, and I don't say want anymore. I'm removing that from my vocabulary. To attract what you desire to experience, again, you have to play that part. You have to get in character mode. So if you want to be a loving kind, you want a loving relationship with somebody that you can, get with and all this kind of stuff, or marry, have sex, or whatever. You have to become that. Become love. Become what you want to experience. You get in that character with your thoughts and feelings. you begin to attract other characters that's a part of that movie that you created. And you and God wrote the script. So if two come together and agree, it's gonna happen. And what you're getting in agreement is your spirit, the God in you. And you partner up. So that's who you need to be getting in bed with. When you do that, then that's when the magic will happen. And you'll start creating and giving birth to stuff. Yeah. So what is it that you truly desire that you would like to experience? When you start vibrating that, it's like your world has to change. How do you know when it's going to happen? That's well, for one, your present situation will feel cramped. You'll feel the need to expand because you're cramped in your present situation. You've outgrown it. That's a good thing, my love. If you're angry and irritable, that's something within you that you got to deal with yourself. You lashing out at people and all that. Let me tell you something. What have you been consuming? You ever eat something, you got gas, whatever? It's a reflection of what you've consumed. So if you are violent, angry, irritable, short-tempered, you've been consuming that and the ingredients to give birth to that. Meditation and going within and getting quiet and just resolving with yourself is the best thing you'll ever do. Ever. All that other stuff can wait. You'll bounce back every time because you have a solid foundation. Anything that has a solid foundation can survive every storm. And even if whatever's on that foundation seems to be demolished, guess what? Something better gonna be rebuilt. Why? Because it's on a good foundation. And be an example of love. I don't get into arguments with people about Jesus and Yahuwah and all this stuff. I'm like, whatever rocks your boat, baby. But let me tell you something. If it ain't empowered by love, you just a clanking cymbal to me. Okay? I know what love looks and feels like. Okay? I do. So in order for you to be a true representative, you won't have to try to, tell people all the good stuff you did and all this kind. That's fantastic. People will see it. Why? With your actions. You ain't got to tell nobody how much money you gave to this and that, whatnot. People will be able to, they will feel it. They'll know what's really empowering you, what you're really driven by. I get it. I know we live in a world that requires money. That's why I work. Some people, they want to do something else. That's great. I do too. Because the goal then the objective is to do what I love each and every day. And at the moment, I'm working and I'm doing this and I love it. So over time, and I know this in my heart of hearts, I'll be able to do this full time. I'll be able to share with people and all this kind of stuff. And, because it's never been about the money. That'd be nice. Well, I'm self-sufficient and I operate in a place of sufficiency where I know whatever I need, whenever I need it, or whatever, I attract it. So I understand that you have to get into a state of sufficiency in order to experience sufficiency. You have to get into a state of wealth and abundance in order to experience wealth and abundance. So if you're in a state of lack, okay, and yet you're behaving as if you're wealthy and all that, there's a conflict. Sometimes you may have to move states because those days are over for you. Those days of lack, those days of where you felt rejected, those days where you felt like you just can't go on. Why? You did that, self-inflicted. It says you were lying in your own blood. So, self-inflicted wounds. You did it to yourself. No one did it to you. You created. You partnered up. You got in bed with that. You did that. And when you start owning your shit, it's when you take your power back. It's when you say, you know what? Yes, I did. Vanessa, did you used to be a stripper? Yeah, girl, a very good one. Did you? Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. I used to be ashamed of it. And that's a badge of honor now. So once you start owning it, then you can do something about it. You can't do nothing about it when you keep blaming everybody. Or not, or worse than that, still laying in your own blood. Falling in love with your own pain. Oh yeah, things will work out for you. This and that, and all this. Trying to find an easy way. Let me tell you something. You can either no, stop trying to find an easy way and feel your way to get in a line to receive everything that's waiting for you. Why? Because you changed states. You change states. I just explained it to you. You change your behavior. You become that character. And your scene's state will change. And you'll wake up one day, you go, things are getting better. I'm in a whole new world. Y'all know when 2020 popped up, I was telling you, I'm in a whole new world, baby. I done shifted timelines. I know it. You know it, baby, when you come out. I knew that, baby, from the jump. I was like, baby. It's a new season. It's a new day. Yes, Lord. Yeah. I knew it. When I crossed over to 2020 and then I got that word, because I was like, is it over? Have I done everything I needed to do right now? What, honey, God has sent a messenger. You just have to be open enough to receive it. God will speak to you right where you are. You could be in a crack house. You could be having sex with somebody. You could be sitting on a bar stool in a bar having a drink. You could be sitting on the beach watching horoscopes. And here comes the word. But because of the covenant that I have with you, saith the Lord, what I'm getting ready to do for you gonna leave you speechless. Mm-hmm. Just how much I love you. I encourage each and every one of you to fall in love with love today. Okay? And allow that love to rest within you to where it's conjoined with you. Okay? No longer are you separated. No longer should you feel as if you are separated from God. When you change how you talk, then you will change what you experience. You will change how you feel. You will change the vibe within you. You want to be around people with good vibes, you need to qualify. How you qualify? By being the same thing. So if you want to be loving, happy, joyful, jubilant, you need to become that. And you watch how you attract people like that to keep you on that same frequency. Why? Because joy, the joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord in here In here, people. This is the Lord. In here. The joy of the Lord. How you rule and reign. If you rule and reign in joy, it is your strength. And it will keep you strong. It will keep you. It's like an armor. Joy is like an armor. Yeah, it's like a suit of armor. And that joy, right, will shield you from all the shit that people are trying to throw at you through their words. So the next thing you know, you won't even see them folks. They will not be a part of your life. And then you'll be attracting people who want that power that you are emanating. That because it's joy. They'll try to steal it. Try to tap into it. Take a little bit. But like I said, you'll be able to recognize that, and you'll change your world with that. They won't be a part of that. And you will not allow it to be a part of you. You will protect it. That's why I say put on the whole armor of God. You got to put all of it on. Okay? I'm telling you, that joy is it. See, you can't be joyful and depressed at the same time. That's called schizophrenia. Okay? But you can be on a vibrational frequency of joy and happiness. You sure can. See, joy is going to create those experiences where you are happy. It makes me happy. Why? Because of what you're watching or feeling, or, it's your experience. Joy is going to create that for you. It's going to assist in that creation. And then you'll be happy all the time. Whether you're sitting on a mountaintop or in the valley. So you'll be in a new environment. Familiar, yet new. It'll be better. It will be levels of progression. And that's what you want, because then you'll be able to, you don't want it to happen all suddenly, because then you won't be able to see the progression of it. I see, I'm process driven, right? I love looking at the process and then watching how it evolves and progresses. I like watching stuff grow. I mean, I love to walk up on something that's already in full bloom. I'd be, oh, that's beautiful. How'd it get there like that? I love watching stuff grow. So things are changing around here. I'm very grateful. And I want to leave you guys with this word here. Reverend I. Anything that you can actually think and feel that you are worthy of must come to you. Anything that you can actually think and feel that you are worthy of must come to you. Anything that you can think and feel, you can actually think and feel that you are worthy of. Worthy means I deserve it. It's for me. Now, when you're young, you be wanting all kind of stuff, but there will come a time in your spiritual maturity that you'll just feel it. You'll know and believe that you are worthy of it. You deserve it. Must come to you. And it's not the actual thing, it's that feeling, y'all. There were some changes that happened in the last couple months, but this has been leading up the last 2 years, right? And I remember that feeling. I was like, this is not right. I deserve better. That feeling. When you think and feel that you are worthy of something, whatever it is, it must come to you. So if you think and feel that you deserve, wait, I know it's time. Anything that you think you feel you're worthy of, it must come to you. So it's not the thing, it's the feeling that's going to create the thing. Does that make sense? See, if you don't attach it to a thing, but that feeling that you're thinking and you're getting in sync and all that feeling, right? It's going to create that thing. It's going to leave it open. And then it's going to be bigger and better for you. It must come. Must come. If you finally leave behind everything that you did when you partnered up with the wrong things. People think, you're sinning, you're going to hell. No, you're creating that hell, honey. The only hell that exists is the one that you create for yourself. Okay? So if you want to experience heaven on earth, create it. You create it with your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions to change your behavior, or you become a godly representative of love, and you will start to experience heaven on earth. You will no longer feel lonely anymore. You will no longer feel like rejected and, causing your words and your feelings to inflict these wounds upon you where you bleed to death. No, you will suit yourself up and be completely protected and guarded. And you will totally begin to experience life on earth. All right, boo. I'm letting the window down. When you get some air, we're getting ready to go in a minute too. So, guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in this season. I want to thank you for sharing. I want to thank you for caring. I'm just grateful. I just love doing what I do. It's so much fun. And, I'm doing the doggone thing. And I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing. All right. So there are a lot of things that are happening for Stay in Love TV, Stay in Love Motivations. We are, getting better and better each and every day. We're working out the kinks. Everything's working out. This is the first season where we launched the network, and a lot of things we learned about things. And we just going to just keep investing and keep improving Stay in Love TV. Where we keep it a goal, we keep it a platform where if you are driven by love, and not money. Money shouldn't be driving you now. Love should be driving you. Then all that other stuff will be, seek ye first the kingdom. And all these things shall be added unto you. You'll get the money. I know what it's like to be broken in the joke, okay? I know what it's like to be wanting to have, what everybody else is having, but just don't have it, right? So if you want to be a part of Stay in Love TV, you know how to find me. Social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So get with me and we'll get back to you and we'll see what we can do for you. Guys, I want to thank you so much. I had to go get some gas. I'm like, oh, my light's on. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for caring. I'm Vanessa Klinger, your intuitive life strategist and life coach motivator. And we're now streaming on LinkedIn now, so I can't wait to go back and see how everything performed. We're streaming on LinkedIn. So it's LinkedIn viewers. Some of you stopped by. Thank you so much. Facebook followers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Stay in Love TV viewers. Thank you so much for watching. We have people of Germany. It's crazy, right? It's crazy when you can see the stats and it's like, oh my goodness, someone over in what's your name kind of checked me out. So I'm very happy about that. It's such an honor. Such an honor. Guys, we will be back. I will once, like I said, once we go through planning, we get back to planning and stuff. Next week, first week of September. So September and everything. And then we'll start rolling some things out in October and see how things are going to be happening. But I know if worst case, this is worst case scenario, we will have an 11/11 weekend where we do some shows. And then we'll see what happens. We may come back and run a couple Christmas episodes or something. Either way, if we don't officially come back on 11/11, we will have some shows. and because we're launching the podcast, all kind of stuff. And then we'll come back in January 2023. That's right, baby. It's a new day. It's a new season. Those days are over. We're in a new day. And I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. I want to thank you for caring. I want to thank you for sharing. I want to thank you for your support and all that you do. I am Vanessa Klinger, your intuitive life strategist and life coach. Stay in love. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Let the spirit of